In. Let me in.
I'll let you in. I'm just trying to get this bloody thing to go live, and I can't remember where I've gone wrong.
Go live at the top right-hand corner, mate.
So I don't go live, but when I go onto YouTube, it's just on my... There we go. There's about...
Saying you were live.
That's all right. It's working now. Just a delay.
You all right, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. It's had issues with the kit because 2 parts were in a completely different bag.
Oh, bloody hell.
So I've just had to rip all the bags apart and find them.
You got them now, that's the main thing.
Got them now, so which is why I can go back to the live stream. I'm only going to be on until around about 5 or however long this takes to finish this bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just messaged Colin, he's on the bog.
Lovely.
So, I don't know if... Not heard anything back from him yet. Oh, hang on. No. Oh, I said, Paul's streaming, you're going to jump in. He stuck a thumbs up, so...
Yeah, I'll be here in a minute then.
Hey, Panzers, then, eh? I take it you found them as in parts.
Yeah, because I explained to the guys I had to end... Yeah, so Panzer was in earlier. We had Muse in and Wendy.
Goody, goody, goody.
So how's things been for you today?
All right, mate. Been out in that, blowing a hoolie out there, pouring with rain. But thankfully the rain stopped now and the sun's come out, but still blowing.
Yeah, it's not been great around here either. It's absolutely pouring down first thing this morning, and it's been like trying to do it during the rest of the day.
Right, yes. Right, there we are. I got you live now.
Yeah, it seems to be a big delay between when you click go live to actually going live.
I take normally about from when you hit the live button, normally takes about 10 seconds, and then you get your 20-second delay on your stream. So
yeah, I think mine was a bit longer than that. That's why I was sort of like, what's going on here? Because you know, I'd pushed all to go live and was expecting it to be there, and just wasn't showing up. But then it appeared to pop up sort of a lot later. But I've had issues with the internet today already, so it could just be a whole. It could just be everyone going, "No, don't do it today."
Yeah,
I've got to admit, there's some weird and wonderful shapes that I've never seen in Lego before doing this. So it's been used since I've done Technic. I think I was probably about 15 the last time I did that, so a few years ago.
yeah. I haven't done Lego since my lad was a little lad, and he's 40 odd now.
Well, that's it. I mean, I'm 40 now, and I mean, I had a big box of Lego that probably I haven't seen since, I don't know, my teens when I was sort of, chucking out all the stuff from when I was a little kid. And then obviously my daughter's got into it, which is great because it means I've got an excuse. And can get away with sort of saying, yeah, I was playing with Lego all weekend.
Right, let's look for something to do. What shall I do? So you're off for today, then? Not a tech review. You're obviously off because you wouldn't be working inside there, would you?
I got the week off.
Oh my god!
Yeah, decided that I deserved a week off work. So I haven't had a week off since Christmas time.
Oh yeah.
That was the last time I had any time off, so I think I deserved it. And so I'm not back to work till next Tuesday.
Oh, cool.
So I can. I've got a few bits to do around the flat, but they won't take me very long to do. And I could just sort of spend the rest of the week feet up, doing as little as possible.
Good man. Why not?
Might actually try and get some kits done because I've got a load of half-done kits at the moment.
Yeah, same here. I've got a shelf of Doom.
Well, one of the ones I was going to try and do was my 1/32 Mosquito.
Yeah.
Because I need to prime it. So I ordered myself a can of Army Painter primer. Arrived the other day, opened up, and the nozzle inside is snapped off.
Oh.
So it's no good.
Oh.
For some reason, Amazon aren't going to do a replacement. They're just going to say, we'll send it back and we'll give you your money back.
Yeah, that I noticed that. I've had a couple of things go that way before myself, and I said, no, I don't want a replacement. Just send me a nozzle, that's all, or whatever. They say, no, we have to do a full refund. You do a reorder.
Yeah, it is absolutely ridiculous.
Hey, Wendy, huge hugs for you.
Right, Wendy, take two.
So you got about another 6 hours to wait for the SM15, Wendy. They haven't even cleared the pad yet, let alone shut the road or entered the village. They'll get there today, hopefully. Hopefully it takes off and lands today. I don't know if Chris Connerbear's tuned in and lurking in the background, but if you are, Chris, then decals are spot on, mate. Because of the fight I had with the decals on my Sea King, Chris had a spare set and he said, I'll send them up to you.
Yeah.
And they are spot on.
Yeah, to be fair, I've probably got every set of decals from every model I've made because, there's some of them, perfectly good, but it's just because it's a different livery and it's like, I could use them on something else. I could do a captured Messerschmitt and put RAF roundels on it.
Yeah.
Because I did see one guy did I thought it was an absolutely fantastic kit. He did the A10 Thunderbolt, but he did it in RAF colours.
All right.
And it looked absolutely fantastic.
Wendy saying thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I've been through that pain before, Wendy, where you sit for about 6 hours watching. I don't know what channel you actually watch it on, Wendy, but a good one to watch it on is NASA Space Flight. That's where me and Colin normally watch it. And they're a good channel because they give you a rundown on minute by minute.
I went to watch the was it the last launch that was done a week and a half ago? They did the launch.
Yeah, SN11 that would have been, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and I tried to watch that, and I think it was a total of about 10 hours flight time.
Yeah.
I got about 6.5, 7 hours into it, and then it was like bang, that was it. I was out for the count. Because I think it was about, because it was the spaceship. No, it was the what's it coming back from the space station.
That's right. Yeah.
Where they landed at like 5, 6 o'clock or something in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this one that we're watching at the moment, me and Colin are space geeks, as you probably know, and just love our space stuff. And they're doing SM-15. It's the one that's going to go to the moon eventually and land on the moon. But they keep testing it and it keeps crashing. But that's what all the tests are about anyway, is to get it right. So.
That's it. I mean, with how much has Elon Musk spent over the years?
Colin's in the chat now. Hiya, Colin.
Hi, Colin.
Panzer saying, Dad, did you watch the Sour Sweet Challenge? Yeah, I did, mate. Me and Colin didn't get an invite, funny enough, although they're all saying we did because it was in the mod chat. But yeah, so we didn't take part in it, which I'm quite glad about because it saved me taste buds, to be honest. You're at the bench yet then, Cole? Colin.
There he is.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
You are at the bench
then? Yeah. I'm just doing my what do you want to call it? My Citadel paint rack, mate.
Oh, right.
Sitting there welding that together. Because I can.
Because you're that sort of bloke, you're that sort of geezer.
Absolutely, geez. I'll put me down cam on so you don't have to stare at me bald head. How are we all doing anyway?
Yeah, not too bad.
Happy days, mate. Happy days.
A few technical problems at the start. Right. And I couldn't get everything to go live and the sound was a bit dodgy. And then halfway through, after about half hour, the part I was looking for, couldn't find it anywhere in the kit because it was in a completely different bag to what it should have been in.
Sounds about right.
So I ended up ripping apart about 9 bags of Lego to try and find the damn thing.
Oh, bless you. So let's all sent to test you, mate.
Well, I said to you, something's bound to go wrong.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it to be a missing part from a Lego kit, to be fair.
That's one of those, mate.
So, that's why there's like one stream a half hour and then a second one scheduled in. Because I managed to find the pieces in the end.
Hey, mate, the other week I was winding up Dad and he was having a wibble, so I started recording it and realised we was in the actual live stream feed. And I quickly had to frantically run around and put a new link up and everything because I'd killed the live stream link. So it happens to us all, mate. Let's just load in the stream so that I can say hello. Panzer's saying to you, it's a chaos. It wasn't the bit sitting on your desk then.
No, wasn't sitting on my desk. No, it was in a completely different bag. It was bagged up as bag number 4, which is not till the exterior parts.
Yeah.
But this is an internal part of the chassis.
Oh, right.
So it wasn't even close as to what it should have been.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the world of live streaming, mate.
Yeah.
You've been and done it. You've overcome the biggest hurdle that there is, which is streaming live to YouTube, mate. It can be a bit nervy, so well done, mate.
It's all right. I'll be having a drink later. There's a bottle of vodka in the fridge.
Bless you.
No, I've got a week off, so it's the one time I can actually sit and have a drink anyway.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a big drinker. I never drink when I've got my daughter.
No.
Purely in case anything ever was to happen.
Absolutely.
I don't want to turn up in hospital smelling of booze and they go, let's call social services.
Yeah. Honestly, mate, you're bang on because that's how it works, mate. People judge.
Yep.
Straight away, mate. It's the society that we live in, mate.
Well, I remember a friend of my ex's. She lives on her own. She split with a fellow, the father of her son.
Yes.
And he was the son was upstairs one Saturday night. She's downstairs and had 2.5 bottles of wine.
Yeah.
And he injured himself and she had to call an ambulance.
Yes.
And the ambulance crew turned around and said, is there anyone else who can go with him? Because we're not having you in the ambulance. You're too pissed.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she had social called on and everything.
Yeah. Probably had to do alcohol courses and all sorts, mate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just
it didn't go down. Well, it didn't go down well because she works at the school as well. So obviously, CBD, was it CPD backgrounds or whatever it is, the criminal background checks. That didn't go down too well when they got flagged up at the school.
Yeah, there's always someone out there that will judge you, and at the end of the day, whether you've had 1 glass or 10 glasses, straight away they will put you with that category and it sticks, mate.
Yeah.
I find it odd.
Oh, yeah, but there's people out there that, blatantly disregard any sort of sense.
Yes, I know what you mean. Common sense parenting, yeah.
Well, just parenting in general. I mean, just over a year ago, before all the sort of pandemic hit,
yeah,
there was a load of some work. We were supposed to be going out for a meal.
Yeah.
This burger place in town, fantastic burgers and that. And my manager ended up having to stay late because one of our team had been caught by security around the side of the building at about 1:30 in the afternoon while he's on his lunch.
Yeah.
Smoking a joint.
Oh, great. Yeah.
And he came back in and obviously got pulled aside. They drug tested him, found he was, high as a kite. And she ended up spending she was supposed to finish at 3:30, so she'd go and get ready. She didn't leave the office till 7:45.
Yeah.
After dealing with him, by which point we just turned around and said, look, should we just cancel the evening?
Yeah.
Because it's not fair you not being able to make it. And we'll do it another time. And then when he got pulled in for his disciplinary, a week or so later, he was questioning what was so wrong with what he was doing.
Yeah.
It's like, well, apart from the fact you've broken the first rule of the drug and drink policy that you signed up to and agreed to, you know, how do you think the rest of your colleagues are going to feel? You're sitting there stoned out your head and not really working. And
you know what his mindset is? It's recreation. I'm not at work. Well, yeah, you're at a function with your workmates, so technically you're representing your company.
Well, when he got caught, he was actually at work.
Oh,
he was still in work hours at the time when he got caught.
Oh, that's just daft then.
That was what, you know, if it had been, you know, because a few of the team we knew smoked weed, but they always did it outside of work. So it was like, okay, well, what you do, even the manager knew. The manager was like, look, you do outside of work, it's your business.
Absolutely.
Just don't do it in work.
Yeah.
And people were like, yeah, that's fine. And understood, you know, the reasoning behind it. But when you're sitting there at lunchtime, stoned off your head, and you've got to speak to customers, not a good thing.
I used to work for, let's just say, a government-related company, and it was zero tolerance there. You know what I mean? Because obviously, you know, you was dealing with MPs and things like that. Their correspondence, you know, that sort of thing. So you had to be whiter than white, mate. You know, and the amount of people that fell foul of it was shocking.
I worked for the DVLA years ago. Not in Swansea. This was in like one of their little regional offices they do. And I was only there 3 months. It was only a temporary thing, but I was getting taught the role by different people. And one of these people, she actually grew her own weed.
Oh, right,
And she would come in with joints ready rolled. And she'd go out the back in the smoking area and just light up. And smoke it, and then go back up to the office. And we had the tax office underneath us. All sort of government civil servants.
Exactly.
And he's like, no, I don't care. She said, I do this job because it's a job and it gives me extra money. She said, but at the end of the day, me and my boyfriend make enough money selling weed and we don't have to do it. It's like, well, that's not really the point.
Exactly. It is a strange one. You know, we used to have people that objected to the fact that you could be drug tested. Oh, that's infringing my rights. Well, no, you've signed the government contract. You've signed the Official Secrets Act. You're representing Her Majesty the Queen, basically, because it, you know, back then, I mean, it was HMSO. You know what I mean? So you had to be whiter than white, and especially when we took on MOD stuff with AWE, Porton Down, you know, that sort of thing. You couldn't afford any form of scandal.
No.
Because of what you was dealing with. It would cost the company millions, you know, so you adhered to it, and rightly so, you know, so... people used to really throw their teddy bears out. Oh, I think it's wrong. It's an invasion of all. And they just used to say, look, that's the company policy. If you don't like it, go find another job, because this is what we are. This is how it is. Read the small print, and that was it.
That's it. I mean, you know, I remember there was a guy who he was a friend of a friend, and I met him once or twice, and he was a copper. And he was an armed response officer in London, and he used to smoke weed on a regular basis.
Oh,
And he thought nothing of it. He
Yeah.
thought, oh, there's no problem. So we turned around and said, no, but the police are giving you the authority to carry a firearm,
yes.
and you don't think being high as a kite on drugs is a problem.
Well, you think whenever there's been an event, let's just say, where firearms have been used, the officer that uses the weapon is always part of an inquiry.
Yep.
And the first thing they do is an alcohol and drugs test. So straight away, they'll flag up that he's stoned. That's his career gone.
That's it.
Probably a prison sentence and all.
Potentially.
But purely and simply because if he's used his weapon in an incident, and that incident has led to either a long-term debilitating condition or fatality.
Yep.
Mate, he's going down the steps, mate.
Well, that's it. I mean, every officer that ever fires their weapon,
Yes.
if they kill someone, they know straight away they could potentially be up on a charge of murder.
Absolutely. You've only got to look at recent events in the States.
Yeah.
I'm not saying drugs were involved or anything like that or anything to do with the case, but, it's been publicised all around the world, isn't it? And just goes to show you that even if you are an officer, if you've gone over and beyond what you should do, then you're gonna be culpable, mate.
Yep, that's it.
I think he's very foolish, mate.
Yep. I mean, luckily he actually got thrown out for something completely different.
Yeah.
Not long after that, he actually got into a heated argument with his boss, and he punched his boss out.
Oh, sounds like a charming fella, then.
Nicest bloke you can ever meet, really.
Yeah. Well, okay. Bless his heart.
Just to let you know, Gav, that Felice just popped in briefly.
Yeah, I've just seen Phil there. Hi, Phil. How you doing, mate?
Yeah. Welcome, Phil. Thanks for showing your support to our friend Gav. So how nervous was you before you went live then, mate? Was you like...
let's be on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being calm as a cucumber and 10 absolutely bricking it, I'd probably say 7.5, 8.
Yeah, I still get like it now, mate, before every live show. I'm always unwell, mate. It's weird.
Yeah. That's what it's all about.
Isn't it? It just gets you, mate. Because you've always got that inane feeling that you're going to turn up and no one's going to turn up and watch you. And it really does freak you out.
Yeah, I mean, I saw, I think, was it last night? John Paul did a live stream.
Yes.
And I think he had about 5 or 6 people on when I sort of logged on. Yeah. But it was right at the end when I came in, so
yeah.
The thing with John is he doesn't schedule his live streams; he just goes live.
Yeah. No one knows he's gone live. Bless him.
Yeah. Chris Conover's in. Afternoon, chaps. He's saying afternoon, Chris.
Hello, mate.
Hi, Chris. Thanks for coming on, mate.
I did just send him a message to say that you're live.
That's what we do, though, isn't it? We support each other. We just try to rally around and say, "Come on, let's go and help a mate out." Because we are a big bunch of softies, really, aren't we? Let's be honest.
I mean, I think I said to you a while back, Colin. Somebody posted a picture of your cat, Atat.
Yes.
And straight away, it was like, I turned around and said, "Yeah, that's my mate's. That's Colin's. Here's his page on Facebook. His YouTube channel. Check it out." And everyone was like, "Oh yeah, well, check that out. Check that out."
Absolutely, because it's always weird when you see someone's popped a photo of one of your builds online, and you're like, "Oh, that looks like my build." And then the reality dawns. It's like, yeah, it is your build, just thing.
Well, that was the thing. I actually said to the guy, I said, "Where did you find this?" I said, "Because, doing a cat's Atat is, it's definitely left field. It's not something you see every day." And he said, "Oh, I just saw it on this thing."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, it's like, that makes sense." I think it was like the Boom Hut.
Yeah.
It might have been from. But I said, "Yeah, that's Collins."
Yeah. I actually had one person said, "Can I show the photo to me boss?" And I was like, "Yeah, no worries, mate." Didn't think anything of it. And then further down in the chat, "Oh, what do you do?" Like, he said, "I work for a plant company." I went, "Oh, what, gardening?" He went, "No, caterpillar." And he was taking a picture of it to show his boss. It's like, I'll build him one if he wants one.
Well,
I found that quite surreal almost, I was pretty blown away with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice when you get that sort of, that bit of recognition through.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, is that one there? Yeah, it's getting on, eh?
Are you cheating on your bike again, Dad?
No, don't even go there.
Dude, come on.
My bike is packed away.
Come on, mate.
No.
You did paint it, though, didn't you?
No. I would show you, but it's packed away.
He's just not playing with me, is he?
No.
Dude, I mean, you said to me about the Beetle, Carwick's 4.5 years ago. Come on, mate, let it go. You know you want to.
No, I'm doing I'm finishing up. Chris Conaber sent me a spare set of decals for the Sea King, didn't he?
That's right, yeah. Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing that, mate.
They are gorgeous decals, Chris. They're going down superb.
There you go. Well done, mate.
He's
good old Chris. Lovely chap. A lovely chap he is. In a manly way.
Yeah, so I thought, well, I've got, because I'm going on with Luke in the near future, I've got to get some pictures of kits through, so.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, mate. And well done, mate.
Yeah.
Kudos to you, mate.
Yeah, it's been kindly invited, so.
Yeah. Very relaxing format, mate. I loved it. I thoroughly enjoyed mine. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Even though he got up and went for a wee halfway through and left me to it. It's like, yeah, cheers, mate. He said, "You've done live streams." He said, "You're used to read it out, chat." So I went, "Yeah." He said, "I'll be back in a minute." He said, "I'm busting." Well, gone. It's like, okay, mate.
Yeah, that really is a compliment to you, isn't it? To know
it is.
He can leave you to it while he just moves out of the room a minute.
Yeah, he felt totally comfortable, mate. He was like, "Cheers for that." That's right, mate. Anytime. Bless him. No, he's been very, very supportive over the years, Luke, and I'm made up that he's on the 900s now and he's nearing to 1,000 because he thoroughly deserves it.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's such a nice fella.
Phil Easter saying, "Do we get an insight into the man, the myth in the mountain soon then?" Yeah, you may do, mate.
Yeah.
I mean, we go live quite a few times now, but if I'm bricking it over anyone, it's this one.
Yeah.
But
yeah, because it's walks and all, Dad, almost, isn't it? It's about you, and we don't like pimping ourselves, do we, really?
No.
Britishness.
Yeah.
Or Englishness, should I say. And that's on the 15th, isn't it?
It's not been forecast yet, but yeah. Yeah, it's not. I don't know why I haven't seen a poster for it anyway, but
yeah, I won't say the date then, mate.
No.
Yeah.
And there you go. See, Panzer straight in there. I wonder if he will bring up Cheatergate.
Yeah, I think he should. I will be messaging Luke and asking him to pose this question.
I'll gladly go into that on the day.
Oh, yeah, because I know you so well that I will be thrown straight under the bus.
You got it in one.
It's funny that, mate, isn't it? Poor Paul. He's
Have
sitting
you,
going, go on, mate.
I was going to say, have you guys seen about Jose Mourinho?
No, what's he done now?
Got himself a new job.
Oh, Arsenal?
No, he's got a job as the new manager of Roma.
Roma?
Yep.
Oh, good shout.
Apparently, the current manager's stepping down in the summer,
Yeah.
and Jose's going to take over. But Sarri is a bit pissed off because he was in line for that job.
Yeah.
And he would have probably got it if Jose was still at Spurs.
Yeah. Good on Jose.
Well, he's a character. You can't leave him out of football for too long.
No. Shame. I do like Mourinho. He's an eccentric character, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know, and yeah.
If Panzer saying to you there, Colin, did you watch the Sour Street Challenge? Yeah, we watched it together, didn't we, mate?
Yeah, we sat and watched it in the hangout last night, mate.
We weren't bitter or anything. We weren't even sour, were we, Colin?
No.
Yet we didn't get an invite.
No. We've not even thought about it, have we, Dad?
No.
You know, it's funny. You know, I struggled to see through the tears at first.
Well, we were strong for each other. That's the thing.
Yeah, you know, we both sitting there go, we could have been there, you know, we could have been there. But it's all right.
But at least we still got our taste buds, Cole.
Absolutely. It was just funny watching how Red Adam went.
Yeah.
Oh, Adam's reaction was brilliant.
It was like, yeah.
I mean, I even said about with Chris when Chris did his.
Yeah.
I heard Chris swearing. I thought that's the first time I've heard Chris swear. So you know it's got to be bad.
I just thought Asbestos Guts, Paul Stewart, was brilliant. He just went, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, did anyone honestly expect him to react? Because the guy's got asbestos throat, lungs, and everything. You know what I mean? You can pour acid in his mouth, mate, and you go, yeah, it's a bit salty. You know?
He is one of. I know you haven't done it yet, Cole, but Paul Stewart is one of the best people to spend time with. He is. So,
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, he said that when he does finally meet up with us, I will have a Paul Stewart-sized imprint permanently on my side, where he's been hugging me because he's notoriously a hugger.
He is a hugger. You're right there.
Yeah, no, I do look forward to meeting Paul because he is really funny. He's just one of them people, isn't he?
Yeah. Your chassis coming together there, Paul.
It is. I feel like I've got to a bit where I've gone. At some point, I fitted it the wrong way around, and I've got to go back and check because my suspension is not fitting in as nicely as it should do.
Oh.
Probably find it's one little piece I've just put all the wrong way around.
And
Chris is in.
Yeah, I'd say speaking of devil in, Chris is in.
Afternoon, Chris. Thanks for coming along.
Panzer saying the sourest face he saw yesterday was Dad's mush when you revealed your prime bike.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, your reaction was funny. It was just the way you were sitting there going, yeah, look, I'm winding him up by showing the engine. I thought, he hasn't noticed that I've primed this in olive drab. And suddenly you noticed, and it was, hold up a minute.
Yeah.
And And then everyone was still saying that you was cheating. That's what made me giggle.
Yeah. Yeah, I was so far behind you. It's unbelievable.
I see. I had loads of stuff that I did on the show yesterday, and I'm like, how could you say that I had cheated? Because I still had so much on me screws, mate. He's not letting me forget this, is he?
No, he's not going to.
He's not having it, is he? God, he's a tough audience. He really is.
Oh, Chris is saying hugs to all, but special hugs to Dad. Thanks, Chris.
Oh,
Thanks,
don't
mate.
encourage him, Chris. God, really?
I like Chris. Chris is all right. Where's that got to go now? That goes under the 6 on there. There we are. There. Oh, bugger. Right, let's go.
It's coming along, Paul.
Yeah, just making sure I got this in the right place. I think I was put it in the wrong position before.
Yeah.
Ah, that's fitting better now.
Number 80. 80. Where's number 80 then?
Next to number 79, dude.
Okay. You're good. You're great help, you are.
I am, mate. See, this is what I mean. I try to get you through all these things in a very supportive way, mate.
Yeah.
It's not buying
Even
more,
if that
either.
support he does have sarcasm involved as well.
Absolutely, mate. Deep down, though, he knows he would have done the same to me.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris is saying not that type of special, just normal special. Oh, all right then, Chris. I'll settle for that. Makes such a difference having decent decals. Okay, nah.
Oh, yeah. It's a whole new world, mate, isn't it?
Yeah. Nearly broke into a Disney song then.
Dr. Joe? Oh, God, you're good. God. Wow. Hey, Mary Poppins. He did it bent into a sugar lump.
So that goes across there. Okay. We'll just have a quick blimp and see where SM15 is up to.
Oh, yeah, that's up tonight, isn't it?
Yeah. They are
11
like
p.m., isn't it?
38,000 watching at the minute.
Oh, really? Wow.
I don't know what's going on there. Do a refresh in that.
I'll give Elon a ring in a minute just to make sure that it's scheduled, mate, because...
It's a scrub, mate.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That must be that message on my phone then that I didn't answer just now. Why is that? FAA or weather?
Well, it's 80. 29 degrees C, but only 4 knots wind.
Engine problem. Yeah, if you're watching, Elon, what was the issue with SM15, mate?
Yeah, give us a shout. Let us know.
Because he does stalk us both a bit, doesn't he, Dad? He's, we were getting a bit fed up with him and saying, look, Elon, can you just calm it down a bit, mate?
Yeah. Starting to get annoying now, Elon. Give us a break.
It's like, dude, come on, stop asking us for super chats. It's getting old now, Elon.
So Wendy be interested in that bit of news that it's a scrub for today.
Yeah.
Because Wendy's been waiting for it as well.
I know. We are a little audience of space nerds, aren't we, mate?
Yeah. James is in from JT Bricks. Hey, James.
Hey, James. Thanks for coming on, mate.
Couldn't make your stream today, mate. I was had things to do today, but hope it all went well. Yeah, been scrubbed Wendy. Just seen it. Did you hear anything as to why, Wendy? I've got no audio on, so I didn't hear why. Just that it was scrubbed. Unless they're expecting the weather front in or something, that's another reason why they do it quite often.
Unless the FAA man didn't show up again.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, that happened the other week, didn't it? Connor was murdered.
Yeah, he wasn't happy about that, would he? He paid for him to stay in an hotel the next time, didn't he? He should bloody stay here. Fair play to him.
Graham's in from Mac. Hi, Graham.
Hello, Graham.
Hi, Graham. Thanks for coming on, mate.
James is saying, no worries, that's fine, Dad. Finished a bit earlier today as I had a headache, but all good now.
No,
another one scheduled for Thursday. All right, okay. I'll try and be around for the Thursday one.
He's on a mission now, mate.
Yes.
Multiple streams, mate. Get in there. You're getting used to it now, aren't you?
Yeah. Doing all right here, Paul. You got 13 watching up to now, mate.
That's all right. About 10 or 11 more than I expected.
Oh, bless you.
Hey, aim low. It can only get better.
What you got to do is, you see, now Colin would be familiar with me saying this, is you got to pimp your live stream a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on some imagery for the channel, but I will be I will be pimping my my channel all over the place.
Yeah, throughout the different groups, mate, and people
and groups are there for, mate. Pimp it away, mate. I don't mind. You know me.
That's it.
You know, you're a regular contributor to the group, so pimp away, mate.
And that's appreciated, you know.
And 6 thumbs ups as well, eh, Panzer? Nice one. Good start, that.
Yeah, I'll take that. Happily take that.
Oops, I'm live. There we go. Yeah, Panzer was saying to you before, Colin, about the, you know, how you yawn
Yes.
and what have you, and I tickly cough, and he said might be a form of stage fright.
Yeah.
Which I suppose it's definitely nerves.
Oh, yeah. I'm always, as you know, I'm always sick before every show.
Yeah.
I do get nervous. I wish I didn't, but I do. Fox gets a runny nose, doesn't he?
Yeah. I get a tickly cough.
Yeah.
We can cover all ailments between us, really, I suppose.
Yeah. It is surprising, though, how many of us have these little quirks when we go live. It is.
Yeah.
It is weird how it's still there, even though we've all been doing it quite a long time now.
I just did the old adage. I thought of all my everyone who's going to be watching. I thought of them naked. That scared me enough. So I thought it can't be that bad. Just carry on. Go for it.
Yeah, believe me, mate, it is that scary. Yeah, you want to get them images off your retinas, mate. That's going to damage you forever now.
Max saying you actually came up as recommended on his timeline.
There you go.
Nice. Well, that's good.
Probably an algorithm now that YouTube's put in for people who are starting to live stream and pimp them as recommended.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or it's picking up on the Lego, the Technic, the Charger. It could be any of.
Yeah, mine normally comes up with, this stream is not for anyone of a nervous disposition. You may need to seek medical advice after watching. Yeah. I mean, I tend to treat the live stream sort of, well, you know, we're at the bench, we're doing our thing. I try to convince myself it's just a normal hangout, but you still sit there thinking, yeah. Because I desperately get upset if I think I've offended anyone. So I desperately try not to say anything that's going to be misconstrued. But yeah.
All right, Colin, I wouldn't hold anything against you.
No, I'm just, you know,
12.
Quirky. Yeah, 12 and a half, mate. I get the giggles. You know, I mean, we all do, you know, there's shows for every type of person. You know, if you want to do serious modelling, you go and watch a serious modelling show, don't you?
Yeah.
But, you know, people know us well enough now that if you want to just have a chill out and a giggle, well, that's what we do because we can't take anything seriously.
That's it. I mean, I can't remember how I found the E-model stream. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I've been watching it for 18 months.
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah.
I can't remember how the hell I found it. It was probably recommended, or I'd probably been on the website or something.
Yeah.
But as soon as I started watching, I thought, this is the kind of thing I want to watch. I don't want to sit there, you know, some boy wrote, right, this is how we paint. It's like, we'll have a bit of fun, a bit of a laugh.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I saw when I was sort of watching, you know, you guys.
Yeah. Well, this is it. I mean, James says it there. He says, you know how to make someone's day when they're feeling a bit low and need cheering up. Exactly, you know. You do, don't you? You just got to goof around because, you know, everyone's got real life issues and they're tuning in because they want to get away from that, you know. So.
Well, we talk about that off air all the time, Colt, before we go live and after we've been live and stuff, that just be idiots, basically. And then if you're making someone laugh or making someone corpse as they do with you, I mean, that's what Panzer's saying there, isn't he? Panzer's saying it. Oh, God, that's gone now. Colin, we all watch you for the possibility of you corpsing on camera and the festive bloopers, and you get them on over on me.
Yeah, I mean, in my brain, I think, yeah, I'm going to say this because it's really not offensive or couldn't be rude, and I just blurt stuff out, and then I'm like, no, that didn't sound right at all. Yeah. I know what I meant, but I'm using words that could be misconstrued, and I'm like, and then that's it. The 7-year-old and the 12-year-old humour gets in the head, and I start getting the giggles then, and that's it. I'm gone.
That's right.
You know, he said helmet, you know, that sort of, I'll just get the giggles, mate, you know.
Yeah.
And that one you did the other week with the sticky mess on your desk, wow, that was it.
Oh, God.
We all do it.
But they're genuine. They're not meant as a mucky remark or...
No.
You know, it's just, I spat me lemonade out or juice out, whatever I had, and oops, there's a sticky mess on my bench now. I mean, it wasn't meant as any sort of crude or anything like that.
No. But then suddenly the child in you thinks of what you've just said, and that's it. You're gone, isn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Absolutely.
It's the same with the E-models thing, you know. I mean, Ted was saying it the other week. It's the unpredictability when I start speaking on camera. They're like, oh, God, what is he going to do? What is he going to say, you know?
We'll try writing a book on what you would say, Colin, but there's so many different things. I don't think I'll be able to come up with enough odds.
Well, yeah, it's one of those. You sit there and you think, you must be professional. Come on, you got to be professional. You got to be professional. I tried it and it lasted about 3 minutes before I just corpsed anyway. It was like, yeah.
Well, if you didn't corpse on a Monday evening when you're trying to do Festoids Factoids, I would be like, right, that's it, I'm turning off now. That's one of the things that we all love about.
I try so hard. I look, you know, I load it up literally as we go live. I just quickly click the web page I go to, set the date, and bing, up it comes, and then it's on the screen at the bottom. But I suddenly, you look at it and you scroll down to look for a death, and you're like, oh my God, look at this name. And that's it. I know I'm going to struggle. But then I think, breathe through it. I can say this one. It ain't hard. And I go and say it. And then a simple word next to it, I go and completely, What don't help is over my camera, all I can see is Fox with his hat over his face and his shoulders going up and down. That's it. I'm gone.
Yeah. I'd say with Fox, it's more so when you're trying to say anything German.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just like, I said, you're brilliant at Russian. He said, your German's rubbish. Well, there's too many, how can I say, because obviously the time of day we're on, there's too many German words with F's and things like that you could perhaps pronounce wrong. And you know, so I trip over myself with German.
Yeah.
It's difficult when someone types in, oh, can you say this? Because obviously not knowing what the translation is, you don't know whether you're about to blurt something out that you shouldn't. So
I mean, I remember learning German at school.
Yeah.
And I really wasn't into sort of learning German. I wasn't into learning French either, but I had to do them. And my German teacher was she was a right... How can I put this nicely? She was a right nasty hag.
Yeah, bit of a hard case. Yeah.
And a mate of mine, his name was James Burke.
All right. Yeah, like the scientist.
And she proceeded one day when we were about 13, 14 to tell him what his surname actually meant in Cockney rhyming slang.
Mm.
Not the most professional thing for a teacher to say.
Not really, no.
But also quite upsetting to him because he didn't know.
Yeah.
And so it's like he was thinking, well, every time someone's called my surname, it's like they've probably just been calling me, but now all I'm going to think is they're calling me up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I found, again, with foreign languages, I tried, but because of my accent, trying to sound French, you just can't do it, can you?
No.
So you're trying to say what the word is, and it's like, yeah, but you're not. You got to use, and it's like, well, I can't do that. I'll try, but then the word comes out totally the opposite as to what it should, and yeah.
What accents are then?
Exactly. Apparently, there's a slight hint of a Scouse accent, mate.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, I've never noticed it myself.
Steady with that, lad.
Yeah, do. Yeah, it is. But then it's funny when saying that when you travel, especially stateside.
Yeah.
When you go out there and you walk into a deli or something like that, and you want, I'll have a bacon roll oven, and they're like, "Oh, are you a Cockney? Can you say this? Can you say that?" And they love it. They, amount of free coffee I got in restaurants out there was phenomenal. Give you a refill. Could you say this? Oh, look, my daughter's just shown up. Can you say something to her? And it's like, really? You did feel like a sideshow event, but they love English accents out there for some reason,
Oh god, yeah. I mean the girls. I mean, I went out to the States when I was 16.
Mm.
There's like hormones going everywhere, and it's like there I am on the beach going, look at all these attractive American girls,
Mm.
and then they heard me speak, and they're like, oh, he's English.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
yeah.
It was. I loved it for the week I was down at the beach.
Yeah.
Come back home, and it's like, yeah, I just sound like everybody else.
Panzer Koenig says the words sound better in the brain until they're actually spoken, and the shock of what you said kicks in. It does, because I say it, and then in my head I'm like, that really sounded quite wrong there, and then I get that belly laugh, and then of course I'm looking at the camera as either Fox or Dad when we're live together, and I see the shoulders going, and Dad's just holding his head in his hands going, oh my god, and I'm like, what, and then it clicks, doesn't it, and you're like, sorry. But you set me up, and all you rotter. He'll ask a loaded question thinking, yeah, he's going to reply with this. I know he is. He's going to. Yeah, there he is. He didn't let me down. And I'll look at him and go, you rotter.
It could be worse. It could be scripted.
Oh, mate. Yeah, I couldn't do that, mate. I tried. I can remember in the early days when I started filming, and I used to try and make notes of the video, because back then I used to speak as I filmed, and then that would become the finished video. But as things changed for me, I could no longer do that. So I used to have a little pad with bullet points next to it, all profession, everything. And I just never used to get round to doing it that way anyway. It just didn't work for me.
No.
And it just didn't feel natural. So that idea was soon binned, mate. But yeah, the blooper reel, blimey. I'm hoping I've still got it, because I had hard drive die during the night.
Who?
I'm saying I'm hoping I've still got my bloopers folder, because I had an hard drive die on me during the night.
Well, somebody else was saying, who was it now? Oh, a donut operator I follow. He's He's an ex-American cop, and he does all the cop videos. I think I told you about him, Carl.
Yeah.
And he was on, and he said, I would have had this video up earlier, he said, but Windows done an update and totally screwed me PC up.
Yeah. I spent most of the night dropping in a new drive and reloading everything. And that's what I was doing this morning. I'm like, really? And there's so much, even of my normal thumbnails and you know, my little files that I use for me live streams, all of that's gone. So I've had to frantically get into the server and pull the backups. But of course, they're out of date, aren't they? Because obviously we change thumbnails, we change logos, don't we? We progress. So I've managed to get core files back over, and yeah, I'm going to spend the next few days re-editing stuff. And
Right. Oh, God.
but it's annoying because there's a couple of build series that I had ready for voiceover, and I think they've gone as well. So I've got to redo all of that. But lesson learned.
Yeah. I don't know why they keep needing to do all these updates all the time anyway, to be honest.
Well, this is it. I mean, I have the mirrors on the RAID mirrors on the server, but I never got round to doing it on here. Lazily, because it's such a good system, I've been editing stuff and just dropping it on this drive on this PC. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'll copy it over to the server once every week, type of thing. You know, but
Yeah.
I've kind of not done that, and I've got bit in the backside, so it's my own fault. So I've got 2 new 1 terabyte hard drives coming. I'm going to use them as a mirror on this one as well. So if I lose a drive, I can always just put a new drive in and clone it over. So
Yeah.
but it's one of those. I think what I should do is I should use my cloud storage a lot more and core files back up to the cloud.
Yeah. It's another way.
Yeah, no, but it's surprising how quick your folders grow, though, doesn't it? I mean, my workshop folder's 300 gigabytes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I sit there and think, what on earth have I got that's 300 gigabytes? You know, do I really need all of this? But yeah.
I mean, it surprised me when I put my first videos up and, you know, edited them together and then was getting them created into a video file for YouTube. And it was like taking like 2 hours. You see the size of the file, you know, it's like a couple of 100 meg, and it's like, how can it be that big? And it's only like, I don't know, 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
But then I realised, obviously, I've set mine up to do a standard broadcast as well as a HD.
Yeah.
So obviously, it's going to take a little bit longer when it's.
Yeah, always upload, mate, to 1080 if you can.
Yeah.
Minimum 720.
Yeah, that was the one thing. I was going through all the settings first time I did it, because I think it took me about 3 hours from once I'd finished editing it to actually be able to go up online.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to know what YouTube uses as its file compressor, because when you upload it, I mean, I upload some videos. Sometimes they can be like a couple of gigabytes. And then when you go to look at it on YouTube, if you try to download, because on Firefox, you can use a download program that lets you download your videos. You look at it and YouTube's compressed that down to probably something like 600 megabytes. It's like, oh, mint. So all I do is I upload the video, delete it off my system, and then I download off of YouTube their compressed one. So I've got 1080p, but it's, you know, sometimes a third of the size of the file.
Yeah.
Yeah, Panzer says that. Yeah, he's been caught out with backing up discs. Yeah, I mean, my server, you know, every drive in there's got a mirror drive, you know, because I used to have that over here. But since I split the system, I've got a bit lazy with this one because it's running and I use it for me hangouts and that. I've not been copying over the files to the server, see, so I've got a bit in the backside, but lesson learned. I'm only about 2 months out on changes, so yeah, I should be able to pull a lot of it back. But luckily, all the raw footage and things that I've shot on video were all on the server and they're backed up. So it's only the Premiere Pro backup files, that sort of thing, that are out of date. So might just mean re-importing it and re-editing it. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, it set me back about a fortnight, but especially if I've lost all the voiceovers for the E-Models 1 and the 432, because I'll have to do it all again. So
I mean, it does amaze me because every time there seems to be a Windows update, something else goes wrong.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like my Logitech camera. I have to set that up every time before I do a stream or go on a hangout or anything.
Oh yeah, if you reboot your PC, you have to reset all the cameras on your Logitech.
Yeah, all your gains, colours, everything.
It does our head in, mate, doesn't it, mate?
Mm. Well, they're saying on NASA space flight, wind more than 10 knots, no flight, but it's not, it's 7 knots.
Mm.
Hmm. Yeah, you got the Falcon 9 going up tonight, mine, Carl.
I know. We'll be there in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Hiya, Carl.
Hiya, Dad. Panzer says he bought a terabyte hard drive for his PlayStation 4 and he's quickly filled that. He's now got a 4 terabyte in there.
Oh.
Yeah. But isn't it amazing how much data you keep a hold of and you think, why have I got thumbnails for a video I shot 6 years ago?
Yeah.
But you never know, you might need it again.
Yeah.
I was going through withdrawal the other day, came across a load of flash drives, and they're only little ones, they're like 5 gig, 8 gig, little ones. I was like, why have I got all these? Because, something that small, I just email.
Yeah.
And I had a look on going through them all, and loads of them was just empty. And one of them actually had video of my daughter when she appeared on the local news.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because when she was 18 months old, she contracted a condition called transverse myelitis, which she was basically paralyzed from the neck down. Breathing was really bad, and she had to be put on a ventilator, have a tracheotomy. Go on the ventilator, was given a load of drugs. She was in induced coma. I mean, she was getting ketamine and there's a couple others where it's like Oromorph, which is like a morphine.
Yeah.
One. I mean, she was, she was getting all the good stuff.
Yeah.
And she was in the hospital for 3 months in the pediatric ICU. And a couple of months after she'd come out of hospital, she was going through, still seeing physios and the neurologists and a couple of other doctors. And we got approached by the local news company, BBC East Midlands or whatever it is, to interview us because there was a thing coming out for the team who had dealt with my daughter.
Yeah.
Sort of celebrate because they'd been given a grant and, you know, be able to help more kids and that. And we got approached and got asked to be interviewed and appear on TV and talk about what happened. And it was that video. It was the video of the actual interview on the TV.
Yeah.
And my daughter was like 2 years old at the time. It was a tiny little thing.
Yeah.
There's me all suited and booted as well because I'm appearing on TV, looking quite smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I see myself on the TV and I thought, God, you look like an absolute prat.
Yeah.
You know what we call that up here, Paul? We call that the accused up here. When you're suited and booted.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, what'd you say to a teenager who's working in Liverpool? I'll have fries with that. Well, I'm going to leave it there for the day.
That's coming along nice, mate, isn't it?
That's that's coming along. That's most of the chassis. You've got the chassis and obviously the back end, and there is suspension in there as well. So yeah, I mean, we're only on what's that, stage 58 out of 358.
Oh, you're doing well then, mate.
So about a sixth of the way through.
That'll do, mate. That's going to come along mint, mate. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice kit. I mean, there's a few bits where the instructions could be a bit better.
Yeah.
Because I've had to sort of pull out and, you know, redo things, but everything's in the right order now.
You said pull out.
That's not it.
And I thought I was the one with a filthy mind.
Oh, mate. Oh.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah, so what I think I'm going to do with this is I'm going to, when I finish building it, I'm going to do that in recorded videos.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know when I'll be able to get on to do another live stream. Because obviously with my hours and with everybody else who've already got streams in place, finding
the internet is a massive
yeah,
it's a massive place, mate, the internet.
Oh, it's massive, but obviously I don't want to step on toes, like, you know.
Yeah, we're all like that, mate, ain't we? We don't like to clash intentionally with each other, you know, but
yeah. So I picked today because I thought, I'm off work. I know this part of the evening, you know, shouldn't be anybody on that's going to be affected. I know prime time's on later.
Yeah. No, it was a good slot, mate.
So, yeah, I enjoyed it first time. So it was good fun. And, yeah, so I just want to thank everyone who's come along, supported me on the first live stream for the channel.
Absolutely.
And thanks
mate.
for the thumbs up. That's much appreciated. And if anybody's watching that doesn't subscribe, please subscribe and click the notification button. And as soon as any more videos go up, then you'll get notified about it. And I might be having another video, the completion of the second Meng Toon tank. Hopefully I'll get it finished this week and get uploaded.
Yeah.
So,
but no, put links in for your channel and things like that anytime you want, Paul. You know you can, mate. It's not a problem.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think I've got, obviously I'm on the banner on the Festas one already with all everybody else.
Yeah.
Tubes. But yeah, I mean, anytime that I'll do it, then also I'll whack it up on mine, Dad's, yours.
Yeah, honestly, mate, pimp the bejesus. I know I'm useless at it, but yeah, just, mate, you never have to feel that you can't pimp yourself on them groups, mate.
No, it's appreciated. It's, you know, and I'll say that for, you know, everybody, you know, we appreciate everything you do, you know, helping us to pimp out our stuff, but you do need to pimp yours more.
I know, mate. I'm trying. I'm getting there. I've been doing Twitter and things like that, mate. So it's getting there slowly. But we're all too English, aren't we? It's I don't want to trouble anyone, you know.
Yeah, I think there is a little bit of that, but just kind of get through that and just be like a bullshit American and be like, yeah, sod it all. And
absolutely, and that's what you got to do, mate. You know, and I'm getting there. I'm getting better.
Yeah, I think doing the interview of that was a big help.
What's that? The one with Luke?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I was nervous as anything before I did it. I mean, Dad knows this because he's feeling it at the moment, but I'm really glad I did it, to be honest with you. And Luke knows what I'm like. He knows me well, and he kind of knew how to handle me a bit, and he almost like sidetracked me a couple of times when he done the pimpage and that, you know. But I get why he did it that way, because I would have asked him not to otherwise. So, yeah. No, I did enjoy it.
That was a good interview.
Yeah.
Just gonna get Sue to do an interview now.
Yes. Watch this space, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, anyone that gets asked by him to do it. That's all I would say, because it gets you known. I mean, it's funny, Paul, isn't it? You know, I mean, you know this. A lot of people, like myself, you know, I get names wrong all the time, yours included, but you get used to certain YouTube names, and then suddenly someone will log in as themselves, or you'll see them somewhere as themselves, and it takes you a moment to figure out the link, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then suddenly you think, that's who it is. You know, I never used to do face to cam. It used to all be bench cam down. And then suddenly someone said, I recognise you because of the spanner on your wrist. You're that bloke that done this or this. And I go, yeah, mate, you should spin your camera around or do an intro so that people get to put a name to the face. He said, because you could walk round Telford. He said, no one would know who you are. He said, whereas they'd see you at Telford, that's that Fester bloke. I want to ask him about how he did this or how he did that. Or he said, you know, that's what you should do. And it was a kick in the backside I needed, to be honest.
Yeah. There's also having a bit of anonymity is also nice at times.
Yes. Yeah. But, yeah.
Well, I think I'll leave it there and for the evening. So thanks again to everybody who's come along and watched me and everybody's supported me. Absolutely fantastic. Mike, Cole, if you want to hang around in the StreamYard background afterwards, you can do.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
All right, mate.
So thanks very much, everyone, and have a great day, and just keep an eye out for next notifications.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for supporting, Paul.